Highpoint is enriching.
Highpoint is a place to grow.
Highpoint is a second home.
Highpoint Center for Printmaking is dedicated to advancing the art of printmaking. We create pathways for artists, learners, and the public to increase their understanding and appreciation of printmaking through an artistic and educational programs, a cooperative studio, a public gallery, and collaborative publishing opportunities. Our vision is to be a leading arts organization serving artists and audiences through our commitment to printmaking, dynamic programming, equitable learning opportunities, and destination-worthy facilities. Our vision is led by valuing artists, learning, and equity through a culture of care, responsiveness, and collectivity.
For me, I think something important, how Highpoint's commitment to supporting Indigenous artists and artwork and giving them the creative freedom to express themselves. Highpoint is a critical arts place. It's really well known. There's different access points there's students that come here to take printmaking classes. There's folks in the arts community of different levels that use the co-op. There's artists of different levels that show their work in the different galleries. There's the Editions Pro Shop, where there's international artists that are featured. And in a way, there's kind of like this intergenerational aspect of like students get to see professionals' artwork and vice versa. And folks, all folks are welcome and able to just see and interact with printmaking. And so it's really like an educational hub.
We moved here from Maine, was so excited to be coming to Minneapolis because of Highpoint. It's the most amazing print studio I've ever gotten to be a part of, both community-wise and in terms of the facilities. It's amazing across the board. So it's a very open studio. I think printmaking kind of does that as a community. It's really open and sharing, and it's great. It upped my game here too. Prior to being at Highpoint and then coming to Highpoint, I definitely had elevated the craft that I was working with. My artistic success has really been tied pretty tightly to Highpoint and the work that I've been doing here.
Highpoint is a social lifeline. You oftentimes can't access a shop outside of academia. The equipment's expensive, it's highly specialized, you need space and safety features. And I was really interested in the fact that they have a whole stone library to choose from, and they have courses. It's kind of it's like a Pandora's box. There's like a process, and then there's a million ways to do it and explore it.
The simple fact that I have other community members here to bounce ideas off of, just chat in general, I just find it kind of stimulating for me. Even days that I come in and don't really have any idea what I'm going to do next. It's just kind of nice to be here. Helps me be a little more creative and think about it.
Highpoint is a community. It's fun, you learn things. It really opens your mind in different ways.
Printmaking is one of my primary forms of art making, and I am so grateful that after starting my practice in mural making that I was able to find printmaking and all of its methods as a way to express myself. So the classroom is definitely a place that has been such an important place for me to experiment, whether it's like my first tutorial in printmaking happened here one-on-one. Since I didn't study art in undergrad or in a graduate or formal higher education institution, Highpoint is where I take my practice seriously and can really find multiple pathways to grow as an artist. Highpoint is creativity, Highpoint is community.
Since our inception, we have taught over 100,000 K-12 youth in printmaking workshops and school field trips. Highpoint is community-focused, but with an international reach, which enables us to facilitate connections between visiting artists, arts professionals, and Minnesota audiences. The future of Highpoint is led by artists. We will follow artists and meet them where they are. We will invest and strengthen our relationships through programming, learning opportunities, collaboration, and direct support.